The world's top 20 player list. Gonna be helping Sheepo eSports out with that. I'll be one of the people contributing.
Okay, wow, I missed way more than I thought. Oopsies, folks. Okay, sorry. Looks like we've had bot lane kill, jungle kill, Shin jumping into mid lane. Ares has no flash and he's gonna go down. My bad, folks. I was pretty late getting to the stream. I was getting the stream set up, so I had to do that thing where I am. I don't know, woke up and got ready. What was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago, maybe. I got myself a GARM jersey, and I posted a picture of it, but I didn't have my face in it, or like I had a little bit of my face. So all you could see is my long hair, because I have long hair, has never been their strongest point, not really. They've had a couple of them real mid lane talent. Oh, flash for the dunk. Ares doesn't have flash, he's stuck in the Cataclysm, and that means that it's very easy for the Snake to just DPS him down. The Cassiopeia is very good against Ryze if you can actually sit and auto-attack, and not auto-attack him, sit and DPS him. Hey, thanks to the stream streak, by the way, Elliot, and thanks to the follows. Oh, bloody hell, Pays! Doesn't have the barrier. That would have been one more auto and dead there. Close front stuff. See a bit of a CS lead for the Corki. Scout walking down, does have flash now. Combo onto turret. Pays doesn't have ult, needs a couple of minions. Gets to level 6 now, so now he can fly in if he needs to. Miasma lands. Artemis also has flash. Scout gets the Q. Because he gets the Q, he can get the empowered ease, and he'll be able to kill him even through the barrier. Alio will likely be next on the menu as well. A bird and a yordle on the dinner table for now, and 2 kills over to Scout. Great roam from the mid laner of Gen.G, and on the other side, that's not awful from Xiaoshu, but he'll die either way. Did get the unstoppable through the Supreme Display of Talent. Didn't end up mattering. Teleport now towards top lane from Scout. He'll just pick up the wave. Unlikely he'll be able to kill KIA. Artemis timed the W well, but the Q was too good. Yeah. Cassiopeia, if she ever hits Q on you, you discover the meaning of fear. GARM just getting a little bit blasted in the early game. 4 kills for Scout. Why couldn't Scout play like this in LPL playoffs? Ah, Scout. I have a lot of love for the man. I've got a lot of love for our last mid lane world champion from the LPL. Trying to clear out the top side. He does have Dominus. He's not going to live with it, but he should be able to... Oh, good flash. He's still dead, right? Right. Not popping the Dominus yet. Gets the empowered W under turret, not onto the person with aggro. Okay, fair play. KIA lives. I'm color me surprised. I thought they had a way more damage than that. Didn't want to commit the Cataclysm. Coated was very fun on Team Secret, the original Team Secret, before they became Team Secret Wales. They really want to get this shutdown, and they probably are going to get it. It's close. It's close, close, close. If you got like 1 or 2 more E's in there, because he got a Q, you could have got some healing. That was actually closer than it looked, folks. BNJ. Oh, BNJ. I have a funny story about BNJ. I have a funny story about him. Next time we have a not fight, I'll tell you about it. Elio's caught out, does have flash, does have ult as well. Draw is way more caught out, though. Don't know why I said it was Elio's caught out. Draw which one. And Draw will go down. So the funny story that Saigon Buffalo might be trafficking him into the country because he looked too young. Good ult from Scout. Ends up getting the empowered Q. Wow! Super Display of Talent's pretty good. I think Scout will die anyway, though. Levi just about gets enough disengage there. Scout dies twice in that top lane. But honestly, it's so funny that Obviously, it was all completely legal, but just because he looked so young, because he was very short and very thin, they thought they were bringing a child into the country instead of an esports player. Poor bloke. Again, it ended up being completely fine. They just had to do the paperwork again and prove, you know, things were double-checked. Just got your ass kicked by Twitch verification. Is Twitch verification that bad anymore? Obviously, I made a Twitch account years ago, so it's not really been a problem for me. Does some decent damage onto Shashu. Does have flash, does have ults. I think Shashu's just dead here, no? Ooh, Elio's on the roam, gets the charm into him. He is just dead. Alright, it's another kill towards Levi. 2-0-3 for him. Garm is here as well. Yes, it's the 4th and 5th seeds from King's Aatrox. I had someone atting me on Twitter, really annoyed that I was making comments. Anyway, just a funny thing. It doesn't bother me too. Or at all, really. It's fine. Funny story, if anything. Artemis showing why Corki's pretty good into the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa really doesn't have that much threat onto Corki individually at any point in the game. Ooh, Draw using the Hex Flash forwards. Lost that flash earlier. Not sure about that one, buddy. Slammed into the wall by the Dia de los Muertos Kiana skin. And we have a pause. Oh, bloody hell. Strap yourselves in. It's because it's online, and I'm not sure. There's probably tech issues. There might be network issues. Draw's dead. First turret in the mid lane. The overlay's broken. Okay. A modern evolution. There you go. Fun fact. Trader side lane turrets. Garm did get the first turret in mid lane. I'll make sure to look at that while screaming. Okay, good. Yeah, well, just in case you wanted to have, you know, academic fulfillment while you're being attacked by spiders. Do you remember the G2 fun facts? I don't remember the G2 fun facts. What were they? Kiana's on top side of the map. Could they get there in time? Not sure. Ooh, phase rush is okay. Good flash out of the combo. It's safe. Always tells the truth. Man. God, Gore is the source of all riddles. And most of my entertainment today. Oh, flash forwards, doesn't quite get the combo. Paze doesn't have cleanse, remember, or ult does have flash. Just about getting enough damage onto Ares. Can they get him on the miasma? He doesn't have flash, remember. Goes down. How the hell is that a 1-for-1 for none for JDG? Flash forward for the Petrifying Gaze. The dunk is escaped and Shun goes down. A little bit too far from the jungler of JDG, but it wasn't a bad angle. Very surprised that JDG somehow, I would still say, get the better of that fight. Combo forwards onto the miasma. Scout doing decent damage. Elio has the quickness again, by the way, and Artemis has a ton of early damage. Paze is alive too. Not for long though. God, great fight for Garm. Supreme Display of Talent comes back up. Triple kill for Captain Levi in the jungle. Garm walk away with what, 4 kills? JDG, things are getting a bit scary now. Xiaoshu is now teleporting in. Didn't really get to impact that last fight, did he? Axiom Arc Diff? Yeah, you're right. Legit, that was... You do. You're 1.5k down on AD carry, which is a rough problem because Artemis can actually one-shot Paze now. In random pixel help. Scout is still strong. It's just really hard to leverage Cassiopeia's power aggressively. Oh, Onivia, MES, sorry, Onivia. Yeah, we're streaming 3 different locations. Team manning the Baron. Renekton was on Dragon, is now peeling off of it. Ares is dealing with Scout. Scout is winning that pretty heavily, actually. The Rylai's and the move speed is doing a lot of work there. That's a lot of damage, and Paze is dead. With Paze dead, doesn't that mean that Garm win the fight? Who knows? Artemis has died as well. AD carries down. No more DPS. Levi doing bits and pieces. Kia trying to save his longtime teammate, and Levi gets to pick up the pieces. Awesome. Means that the Axiom Arc keeps it rolling. He'll get himself even more cooldown off his ultimate. His ultimate's on already over a half cooldown down, by the way. Garm, huge fight for them. What is that, 4-for-1? 4-for-1, yeah, Artemis dies. Ares... so this is the 1v1 we missed in picture-in-picture. Oh, wow, that was close as hell. Alright, add me on Discord. It should be linked on my Twitter somewhere. It's a nightmare, anyway. Can't cast? No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of chill casting anyway, and if there's any to look, let's sort that out in the break between games, because I'm not sure I can do that like during late game while I'm also paying attention to the game, but I'll make sure that's set up. We can chat in the second game. Okay, engage into the turret. Elios caught aggro. No, Kia's caught aggro. It means that Elios survives. Not bad ult by Levi, disengaging.
这波的防守其实对京东来说还可以，但如果要追出去，可能会出事哦。瑞兹能够开车来正面的，至少先把大龙 buff 这波守下来。
Actually, no, I should be able to do it now. All good, all good. Site was pretty huge, honestly, because I love these things. I love them. My good friends. Bloody hell, Draw. Draw's had a bit of a rough one. I don't tire in video for Maple. I said into videos that then he unretires.
Yeah, I was in that as well. Yeah, we were both in that thing, and now he's just back on the same team that made us do that.
Okay, alright, big engagement through. Get the GA. Oh, bloody hell, that's a GA off of Artemis, off of Kiana. That could be a problem. This is not looking awesome, not gonna lie. Oh god, I think Gen.G might have just cleaned them up. I say that. Scout is the only damage left alive with enough HP to actually fight. Hayes, where's he gone? Oh yeah, the overlay was just completely bugged there. I was thinking, that is Godquo. That's Grasshopper predicting the games and is defected to Gum.
Oh, that's my boy right there.
God, this is truly the greatest shit. This is the greatest tournament of all time. Okay, Shun's jumping over the wall. He has flash, he has ult, he has GA. Baron's pretty low HP. Hang on, have they just leashed it? I don't think Gen.G will keep it on that HP. Okay, I think that's a disengage. I don't think we'll engage beyond that. Say that. Elio's getting a little bit feisty with it there. Fine, I think we're safe now. Can't believe Godgo is defected mid-game. Again, the cricket is never wrong. It's either correct or lying. Far be it from us to question the knowledge of our great Green Lord. Okay, so now Gen.G are onto it. Kaiser's pretty good at killing this. Teleport behind, that's from Renekton. Renekton doesn't have flash. Levi's on the flank too. That's going down. But so Baron's gone. How many did they lose for it? Not fantastic. I do think they can.
Oh, this could be good.
Holy crap, that's pretty good. Triple Kiana ultimate. Spellflux starting to bounce around. Artemis getting engaged onto. Not about dunk. Pace dies though. Pace dies, that's a problem. All Gum needs to do is make sure the Baron buffs are gone. They've gotten 3 out of them right now. Whoa, they're teleporting mid. They want to end the game. They want to see if they can get an inhib, I think. If Shun dies here, God, there are 4 people dead. Shun is the only person alive. If Ares can keep the wave alive, might be able to, with 2 grubs, take at least the inhib turret. Kia, does he manage to get the full thing? No. Baron import powered recall. So 4 for 2, most of the Baron buff denied, and they'll get themselves an inhibitor turret. That started with the disaster for Gum, because they gave over the Baron when they were the ones in position to take it. But they have now denied grand majority of the Baron buff, and taken straight up just fist fight. This is a fist fight. No one has superior setup. This is a 5v5. Who has flashes? Pace doesn't. He has cleanse though. Artemis doesn't have flash either. Oh bloody hell, it's gonna be close. It's gonna bounce to a flip. That's legit, and they get onto him. No flash on him. Ooh, Kiana rolls pretty good. Wait, no, Pace gets caught by it. Pace gets caught by it. Dragon goes to Gen.G, but Pace is out of the fight. They don't have DPS anymore. I'm pretty sure Ares is gonna run this fight, right? Artemis, can he kill the Sensei? I think he can. Pace got hit by the Kiana ult around the back of the fight. The splash damage of it killed him. So they get the dragon, but they lose 3 for 1. 3 for none.
I think this should be game, right? We've got Baron. Well, we've got the minions already in the base. No Baron.
Yeah.
Jun died.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I mean,
Yeah,
Pace
5v2
is alive.
it has to be.
I don't think Pace can defend with... Oh, bloody hell. Spell... Rise.
Oh my...
Rise. Spell... Yeah, Pace is dead.
6-item rise.
Where were you when Gum took down?
God.
Okay, first game, Gen.G losing to Gum. Gum has a habit of randomly being all Chinese team. You're not winning lane, but you don't want to die.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think this is that bad of a lane either, right? Like Lucian's never really dying to Callista, and unfortunately the LCP will be winning worlds. You know, one thing, actually, I mean, a little off topic because Garm's playing, but it seems like the vast sentiment... Oh, hold up. Oh, look at that.
Hey, you were saying the Poppy was good, but, yeah, I mean, because they have vision on this going down.
They're worried.
Yeah,
Poppy has Halo Blades, so she'll do a lot more damage than, like, you know, your typical spell... What is it? Spell book that we typically see. Although Artemis is just...
Ooh, that's actually sick for Elio. So he flashed for the W to get the ulti down. Does it matter? I don't actually know if it matters. Or a Trickster over. So you've lost flash on your Poppy now. Levy's in, has flash, uses cooldowns. Level 3 is where Vi can actually fight. Pre-level 3, Vi is not a champion. Right, so they do, in fairness, they do defend. Whereas Callista is trying to skip Cole, get as much power early, and see what they can do. Ooh, good early ult. Probably. I don't think they get much out more than that. You're not getting a kill. Even if you land charm, it's not a kill, realistically. And now you're down ult, and now Scout has gone too far.
I think this is a kill for us. Or, yeah, Libby's not level 6 yet, but...
Scout, my dude. You might have just got Shun killed. Good Q. The Q actually saves his life there, I think.
Yeah.
God. Look, I mean, Scout is pretty... Next Poppy Gaming?
Just need a bit more passion. That's alright.
Oh, handshake.
That's
a delusion. That's a delusion. Bailout? Okay.
Oh,
right.
no bailout!
Probably...
Okay.
Oh, wait. Ooh, if they had level 6 on
5 still.
Yeah, if you had 6, that's a good follow for a kill. My dude, look, and you might also need more than just passion. You might also need like to actually get into them and play. All done? Poppy Gaming?
Oh yeah, that's
a
freebie.
Oh my god, he gets the kill anyway. But god, that left it close. He has heal backup. Wait, he has heal backup now. Anyway, he's safe. Holy crap! Maybe I just don't respect Elio. Maybe I'm just scary now that Pace has the first kill. Scout, my friend, he does not have flash. He's safe. Alright, okay. I'm been impressed by Elio though, considering that Elio wasn't like top tier VCS support. He was a guy which came in and I thought, look, he'll be fine, but realistically, he will be placeholder. I've really enjoyed watching him play.
Yeah, I think at least for Elio recently, as like pretty much the entire LCP, he's been like I mean I'd argue playing like the best of the Vietnamese supports. I think recently it was Taki.
Wait,
but,
is B still around? Is B still around?
He was in an actual VCS team, like playing in the second league.
This is
so they made it into the qualifications and burst.
Okay, I was about to say this is Dead KIA. That's not in fact a Dead KIA bailout. Ooh, bailout not activated.
Okay.
Scout.
Get out of there, Libby.
Shun is dead. Wait, guys, Gen.G are losing the early game.
Classic.
Damn. All right, Garm got truly sending their best. So Scout doesn't have ult now.
That's right.
Oh my god, this actually looked like disaster for Gen.G.
Oh, it's
over.
It's
been everywhere. Holy crap.
Yeah. That's like one of the benefits of Poppy. I swear. If you don't get really far ahead,
which you put out every so often.
Oh, I hate Jin. I hate Jin. I hate that chant with a passion. I think it is so useless. I think there are comps that it works. Like if you have like Zyra or like something like you. Yeah, I think Jin requires like a team combo.
I mean, Elk is the guy which I've seen do it best. Gumayushi's very good too, but Elk has been insane on it too. At that point, it's like, okay, this guy is actually one-shotting with just a regular random ability. That's when it kind of gets kind of crazy.
Yeah, I just like almost every single time I see Jin.
Dude, what is happening with Gen.G on side lanes, by the way? Garma's been slaughtering in both games on side lanes. I mean, last game, Gen.G were about 1.5k ahead. Shashu actually will make it out of this alive, I think. Oh god, I think so, just about. But last game, Gen.G were ahead about 1.5k, and then they died 3 times inside because he's got someone in his lane. It's both games, one begets the other, I suppose, right?
True. I think at the start of the year though, Honkyu was very inconsistent, and that's not to like discredit him as. Ooh.
That's a lot of damage.
This is not good.
Oh bloody hell! Flash to make sure that the flash away didn't work. I mean, Shun is now flashed. I mean, Levi's still got a pretty good angle over the wall. Okay, good dash away from that. Very good dash away from that. Wait, they didn't know he was there. They didn't know Levi was there. Okay, right. So they managed to get the kill onto. Okay, this is now falling apart.
Oh my god!
Wait, I say that. Hang on. Whoa. They just destroyed Scout though. This is all on pace. He gets hit by the Q.
Oh my god!
I mean, Artemis is just the goat.
Oh my god!
Artemis is just the goat.
Oh, he messed up his rend.
Yeah, he didn't get the rend set. And also, in his last auto, he got hit by the VIQ mid-auto, I think, so I don't think the auto attack came out as well. God damn. So Scout got blasted between them. And then, key part of that fight, pretty sure that Levi, I think, look, a lot of LPL teams have basically said, look, we'll win lanes so hard, and LPL teams are typically very good at playing through winning bot lanes. It's just a style which LPL has been very comfortable with at the point. Multiple teams have been. But I think at this point, you just don't have the damage to fight now. Shun is also not ahead on the Wukong. God, JDG, what has happened? I say what has happened to this team. This team has done it to themselves. They are a team which is somehow worse than the sum of their parts, which is so sad to see. And I think earlier in the year, Pays would be just popping off. And then I think in summer, Xiaoxu was popping off. I think that Shun and Scout have traded good games, but have never synced up together.
Oh no.
Artemis is dead. That's a good shutdown. Okay, that's a really good shutdown.
That was extremely greedy.
Yeah, and now they might just lose an inner turret.
Leo?
Oh, Jesus
Wait,
Christ. Oh,
wait,
God. So now they've given over 2 kills and 2 towers. They've taken 2 towers in top lane, so it is an even turret trade, I think. But...
Oh, this is so like, oh, we'll just walk into 3 people and die.
Elio,
like,
I see the
such a
vision,
big
don't worry.
shutdown.
I'm sorry, by vision, do you mean like vision from God? This is not a vision which is like...
Making a more miserable game to be playing Kalista. And he like opted into it late into the draft too. Like,
I would just hate
Poppy
to be a
Talia, that's very true. However, I think what LPL does very well is hang on, Paze is just dead here. Surely he's just dead here, right? Flashing out. Do they go for the I think he's still dead.
I think Livy, yeah.
He's not in range for the bailout.
Sure.
He's not in range for the bailout. Okay, right. Alright, just push. I don't know why he's pushed up that far. You should never push up that far.
Oh no.
Okay, so now we're at Intercom. This is where games go to die. That being said, this is pretty hard terrain to fight it from. Shun said, so that's it. That's objective gone.
Okay.
Xiaoshu doesn't want to join. He's going to be teleporting, so that's going to be a kill and out of con for inner turret. It's not bad damage for the Jags. So now, I mean, a JDG just saying all in on Xiaoshu doing some mad stuff with a flash. Counter-Strike National, but because of COVID and a bunch of other things, never really got the chance to make it through that. Okay. Wow, that's a good Cyclone.
Oh,
Holy
that's a
crap,
big
that's a
invade.
combo.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the ult over the top. 2 do they get? I mean, that's only the Poppy, but wait, what do they get off
the
this?
Scion 2.
They get Scion, they get Poppy. Do they get to run down mid for an inhib? If they get inhib, that's kind of insane. A weird build, Blackfire into the Horizon Focus, a bit more of a slow kiteback build. This was more popular when Leandry's Mythic was a thing. Scout is always like going Blackfire RE, some one-tricks like it. I think in this game, he would have quite liked to have more cooldown. Teleporting back in. Okay, alright. I mean, Garm want to make sure that Dragon is not started by... That's a really good flick back. That's going to be draw just like completely out of HP. Is he just going to die straight up? God, that's such an easy cholesterol. And then they pop out the Ahri, so one of the carries is gone. Shun's alone in the front line. Xiaoshu... Hang on, they get onto Artemis. So Artemis is dead. I don't know. DPS is getting a little bit weird now. Because 80 carries out. You do have a Jax. I don't know. I actually think that Garm's not unhappy. Scouts back into the play... Oh my god. Scouts! Leo just flash swipes him! Holy crap, the captain's on form.
God.
Even though Artemis gets smashed in the backline, they just run out of damage. Paze can't do enough. He's too far behind. Scout gets bopped out. Garm, way better team fight. They're going to get themselves third dragon, and Garm, massive control of the game.
Dude, that was a terrible Ariel. I'm sorry. I was trying to find a more pretty way to put it. But
No.
doing
So,
the best,
according to Doonby, no one is scrimming right now. So the LPL teams here have had no scrim. Oh my god, they pushed up in mid lane again. This time they do have bailout. That's not... I don't know, not damage. Right, Pace just slaughtered it. Jesus. I mean, they're going to get GA off
they're gonna get...
right?
Oh my...
Good AoE damage.
Yeah, they do.
They get the GA. That's a good counter strike. Oh, it's all on Xiaoshu. It is all on
huge.
Xiaoshu. It is all on Xiaoshu. Good pop.
Oh my god, Elio.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Elio's
turns
the
out...
goat, man. Had the ult still.
Turns out, it's not just the Kalista which sucks into Poppy at points. It's also trying to leap strike through a Poppy is also very, very hard. I don't know, man. Garma just playing better. Like, bluntly, Garma playing better. You can complain about it all you want if you're a JDG fan out there. And I know it's been a hard year for JDG fans, so I don't want to rag on you too much. But Garma just playing better. And yeah, I mean, there have been... So Doonby was saying on stream, and Chinese guys saying it, basically that the Chinese teams have not had scrim partners. But still, like, I know the 14th to the 15th, so when Worlds actually starts.
Right, okay. Oh, what a great game out of Elio too.
He's been awesome.
Like,
Awesome, right away from
Elio's
level
been pretty hit or miss, and at times. Like, I think in general he's been very good, but like, you know, he's been prone to having some rough games. But this has been a really good performance.
Oh, that's the elixir. Is that elixir of sorcery from Ares there? Because he's got the extra part of... Wow, he really wants to kill towers there. They really want to get a lot out of the Baron buff. So they're doing double ults, globals away. So Scion and Celia both running away there. Artemis jumping into bot side. I mean, it's not like JDG have any good flank angles right now. They can't go deep down the lane. Yeah, I think that was the right call to charge at the Poppy ult there. You've just used your double globals, so don't lose yourself in the 3-man group there. Because Wukong Flash Cyclone is back up. Arax is just, I'm not dying. I'm going to be really disruptive. I have a ton of HP, but you're not killing me. It's alright, so this is for Soul. Garm would get Mountain Soul off this. Shun, I mean, he's not going to be able to double over the wall. He can't double over the wall.
Yeah,
he's
nice.
With a Bobby W. Holy moly, so that's Mountain Soul towards Garm. Xiaoshu's in the backline, but he has no HP. The Charm lands, but it's not going to do that much, and Xiaoshu's dead. Bailout's a little bit, well, it's nowhere really. The hostile takeover also achieves very little. Paze has 0 HP. Elio flashes to confirm the W. That's a dead Kalista, and I think Garm might just walk over the rest of this game now.
That is an absolute stomp. I mean, Scout might... I mean, he's not making it anywhere.
He doesn't have ult. He's flashing away. Can he teleport away? He's going to try. He might actually get away with this. He will do. All right, Scout will live, but can he wave clear enough? There's no Baron buff. Scout doesn't have Malignance for really low ult cooldown. He needs to back, get himself some extra mana. Of course. That is the vision. That is the vision from God. Our grasshopper God.
He's gone up the top.
He has, but he is firmly on Garm's side, might I add. Alright, so that's one Nexus turret down. They're not going to stick for the other one. They do have Mountain Souls. They're a lot stronger than they were. Charm onto the Scion. Flick back onto shit. Oh my god, the flick back is insane. Shern still has flash safe for now. Xiaoshu, I'm not sure you can get much out of that. I mean, you're not killing the Scion. You don't have a Liandry's. The Glista is also not killing this guy. What is this guy on?
Oh my god.
Throw another rock! I'm flashing in! Artemis is going into melee range as well. Melee range Lucian as God intended. Garm, predicted by Guo. Shall be your victors today. Gen.G will be felled by Garm. Garm felled the 5 Chinese team of top esports at World's Group Stage 22. And here at the far more prestigious tournament of the Asian Invitational 25 will take down Gen.G 2-0 in the group stage. Gen.G stabbed in the heart by Garm. Fiora sliding forwards, hitting with the guaranteed riposte stun and insta one-shotting with ult. Fantastic. Okay, Aatrox into Renekton. So Kratos chose this matchup in solo kill. Solo kill was damn...
Look, I have to... Coming out of draft, I kind of agree. But... And there's always, like, the Vietnamese fans always make jokes about, like, when they're doing poorly, they just want him to plug in the mouse and keyboard.
Right.
Which technically is legal.
Okay, so this is going to be Empowered W dive, trying to get the flag and drag. They do time it well with the flag. I don't think Kratos lives through this. That's a really clean dive. That's a very clean dive.
That was beautiful, yeah.
And I have to say, so Solo Kill is another kind of fairly developmental player. He did debut last year on the EDG Doom squad, which was the squad which did really badly. Almost every player has gone on to do better since leaving that squad. Solo Kill's one of them. He's actually a pretty good individual player. This is a really important dive opportunity. That's a good route. It cancels the Q, and the Q's really low cooldown. Oh, Shogun, what have you done, my son? Oh, Shogun. That is, I'm calling the single...
I mean, I was also like... I find the artistic style, and I think maybe not to the same level, but Black Myth Wukong was very much the same. Oh, that's passion.
I mean, that's karma laning. Hang on a second. They're turning it around pretty well. Leaf doesn't have summoners. Shogun's pretty low HP. Next Q kills, right? Trying to body block. They're trying to get some space behind it. Guri has flash. Might be a flash. That's an awesome Q flash. Flash beyond the body block. First kill down there in the bot lane. Not the first kill. Oh, no, not again. I swear to God, Vikings, you should know your turret ranges by now. Yeah, and I think that's always been kind of epitomized in the way that the global community does have a pretty good read on this about VCS. It's like when they start because they were determined to pick up the extra kills they missed out on and then lose again. Sometimes they just double down on it.
Yeah.
Okay, DMB using the Realm Warp does help the other side of the turret. Root lands. There's no follow-up damage. I think he actually probably shouldn't have taken that Realm Warp because Katu is heading the other way. Katu still has ult. Doesn't get to escape out of it.
I don't know where to go.
I think DMB has... I think he has dead. He is still dead, so Shogun takes a head there, right? First kill of the game for him. That's not the worst thing ever. And now the problem is that there are actually 2 other waves being pushed in, so they're going to lose a wave. Well, no, Guri's picking up the wave bot lane, weirdly, actually. Didn't expect that. Oh, dear. I don't think you're making it out of that one. It's a face check too far. Yeah,
I don't think we're beating the level 6 Renekton.
I mean, Cutsy's
here.
It turns out you do. You got a buddy in the back pocket. Okay, all right. I was not expecting that actually, but Guri gets the level up of that kill. He's getting a ton of XP. Guri's on a. Tell you what, Guri didn't even have a bad game. Real big potential grouped fight. Renekton doesn't have teleporters walking down. Dragon's probably gonna get taken before the Renekton's fully here. Realm Warp is coming in, secured by Shogun of all people. Aurora's not bad. Nico's pretty good in response though. One kill though onto the Java, and Guri gets out. Kratos comes in, maybe gets himself a reset. Renekton is not hit quick enough, and Kratos gets the reset. Flash in towards solo kill, gets himself a 4-man queue. That's not bad, but I don't think it's going to be enough to survive the fight, and indeed it isn't. Dermby's rise, legendary though it is not going to be enough to turn around the back end of this fight. Vikings on the objective first, NIP slow. You don't have a game plan which revolves around, okay, Azir with a Nash's juice, 3 grubs hitting a turret, just for example, right? Then it's much harder be able to hit that turret in the first place. Like, if you're against, say, a team like this with Vikings, right? Corki clears wires very quickly. Aurora does as well. It's pretty hard to actually hit the turret in the first place. So we might have another fight as the Herald went down. Nightcat misses the roots. That's not a great start. Shogun Valkyrieing out. I don't think they should fight there now. Nightcat trying to catch Kati and does actually catch him on the teleport. Not bad. A bit mistimed on the ultimate, but it works out in the end. So that's 1 for none. Guri going in for the engage. Doesn't have his ult for a couple of seconds, so Kratos does it himself. Bit scrappy. Does get Rune Prison and knock up. Getting the damage onto Nio. Solo kill into the backline, but he's not that tanky right now. But tanky enough to take down the World Ender. Blastcone sends the team forward again. So it ends up being 2 for the Herald. Demolish this. This is why I mean, in this case, you probably would have taken the turret anyway. But like, look how quick that is, right? If you do end up opening...
That's kind of why, like, you know, at times when they look good, they look really good, and you get to see glimpses of it even in this game, but they have a tendency to be a bit egregious. This is,
yeah. So this is, occasionally, I think it's very cool to talk about, like, concept, because you know you're fighting into enemy vision. You immediately make a play on the other side of the map where you know there's no vision, because they must have put it on the other side. It's really cool. So if you very quickly to say, like, we're not fighting into that vision, let's make a play on the other side of the map. Sometimes you can cheat vision. Sometimes you get unlucky and they put down the wall anyway. Dragon was taken. Realm up to get into position to... Hang on a second. The turret's already gone. It's not a battle, actually, from Nightcat. Good to start off by taking down the Aatrox. Shogun, good damage. Solo kill flashing away from the Aurora turn back. So turret for Dragon and a kill.
I don't mind it, especially because it's mid-tower specifically. An avenue to punish. This objective is always the easiest way to win a game. You're behind, enemy team starts up Artican. It's very slow to respond to it though, and they don't really have someone to walk in.
And, well, I mean, Guri might just try and get into Q flash ult. Hey, okay, he's gonna go for the flash. He's gotta go for the ult, right? He's stunned up with the Renekton and the smite goes down before he can ult in. Kratos on the flank. Solo kill's gonna die. Nightcat's not a bad ult, but he's left alone. Aurora starts putting down the damage, and NIP, they're not in a great place for the fight. Guri still has flash. Kratos has the ultimate running. Cardi doing bits and pieces, but the damage isn't coming as quick and fast as they would like. The Ricochet's starting to rip through the team. As Leaf still has himself a flash and might be able to get some extra damage. The flash knocker from Nio takes down 1. Extra damage coming from the Civic. Kratos turning it around. Flash out of the W. Guri going back to the play. Derby spell flux is ridiculous. NIP walk away with a number of kills. Shogun can't finish it off, and a triple kill to Derby's legendary rise.
Oh, the Vikings, man.
Oh, that's a really good dunk. That's a really good dunk again. Silong doesn't have flash. Remember that trade of the flash for the ult early. I mean, this is a little far from Nio now. Okay, Silong makes it out. Okay, maybe we spoke too soon. Guri has the ult. That can be a kill. Oh, I mean, Leaf goes in 1v5 at the back end of that. Not sure about that one. Oh my god, it's before the dragon as well. They're going to give an extra dragon. They get the Civet and they get Nio. I mean, Derby's in the picture now, but doesn't Vikings just get a free run at... Wait, can they get Baron instead? Maybe they say screw the dragon. 20 seconds when you have an extra 25% value on it and you're 30 ahead. It's actually more like, 4,000 gold ahead, actually, just from XP and the adaptive force you get. Kinda nuts, actually. Not all Atacans are created equal on a lot of squishy members. Winner of the next big fight gets Baron. Oh, that's not a bad... Nio, my dude!
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Great Nico ult, though. Great Nico ult. Dion be flashing forwards, try and get himself the extra damage. Solo kill gets into melee range. Kratos trying to get himself an extra bit of damage and disruption onto Derby. Won't find it. Silong will flash over the wall. The fight has gone, I believe, 2-1. Both junglers down, so no smites on the table.
Okay, Silong makes it out, but it costs him flash again.
It's off later game anyway. Just get a Lord Doms. Just get a Lord Doms, It's better even against base armor. By the way, hello, TVC Gaming. I am the premier Magi's builder in the world. Don't you worry about that. My whole thing, my whole shtick about Ahri is you're not playing Ahri if you don't have a Magi's, basically. But yeah, when you're on someone like this champion, which can just kind of run you, and then also, if you get Cloud Soul as well, like, it's going to be a blue bullet.
I think, like, Vikings were very much on the time of this game, and I think the timer ran out a good 5 minutes ago.
Ships in... it's ships
well,
in the night.
Both junglers have done it now.
Yeah. Look, we did praise Nio earlier and said, you know what, really like this guy in terms of a development prospect. Hope he...
Realm Warp's annoying to deal with. Oh, Kratos. Okay, well, that's his flash down.
Build. I know some of the logic is when you're behind build damage, but when you're a champion like Aatrox, oh, double dunk in. Some of the flashes are back up. Nightcat does miss the ultimate. Shogun, decent damage onto him, and that's the speed of the Rise. The Rise is so fast. Guri gets some CC onto him. Carti trying to do his work as well. Solo kill. Crocodile in the back line. Strikebreaker, 3-item Renekton carrying the late game fight. Ninjas stabbed in the back out of the shadows, and the Vikings fall by the wayside.
Yeah, what a great... I mean, it was a good way to navigate out of both of those ults, but then Shogun just gets caught on the side, and the second that the Rise finds him, even with the slow from the W, it's just
I just realized if we had a team which were knights, we would have a full For Honor cast. We'd have Vikings, Ninja, which I guess are similar enough to Samurai in this case, and we would have Vikings. Incredible. Is that the most important thing we could be talking about right now? No. The Nexus is gone. NIP take game 1, Vikings. Also, channeling E into the Scion Q damage as well. I actually don't know if this is going to work out as well in lane for Vikings as they think it is. Now, I do think...
The Yanara, they're like feeling threatened by the Karthus, and it's like, Karthus's access to a backline is essentially ult. You know, outside of some...
Titles in the... names in the title of the stream. So yeah, I've been enjoying this. It's been fun.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, thank you as well. Like, it's... You know, it's good to get LCP games in. Oh,
hey, someone's got to respect the LCP now one of these days, you know?
That's right. So I'm so sick of seeing people still refer to them as a minor region. You can see it in this game. If Gen.G plays Zyra, it's like a 2-minute 52, 2-minute 53 clear, like minimum.
Powered still. Oh, that's close! Holy crap, that's close! So, that's the threat of the Pantheon into the side. But then the problem is, well, how likely is it? Hang on. No, it did take Scott. Kratos, my dude. You knew that top scuttle was going down. This is a really bad time to be pushing. This is gonna be a very easy kill. He shouldn't even blow the flash. It's a question of how long it will take for him to die.
I think it's a kill off. Oh! You know, you have to be a lot more sure of your tempo around them, otherwise you do just lose your entire side of the jungle.
That's a very good point. Someone just asked, what the heck is solo kill building? He does have a Vamp Scepter first, which I've just noticed. I don't know much about that. He doesn't have flash, remember?
Oh, great
no flash! Kill for Guri in the mid lane. You know, 2018, 2019, when we first saw... Well, was it 2018 or 2019 was Griffin when they first went to us, but 2018 summer was when they first came. Ooh, you said not using it aggressively. You can always use it to make plays and get to areas of the map. Nio will die. The question is, if there's going to be an ult afterwards, do they go into Guri over the wall? Doomy's choosing the fight this. Alright, Guri, low HP, does get the level 6, you're absolutely right, the Stranglebomb's good. Extra CC and the pledge bring him down! Guri and Karthi mid-jungle beating out their opposing number, 2 kills in the fight. Kartha's using the ultimate, does have the Dark Harvest, doesn't kill, and is sent another kill, solo kill flashes and misses the kill angle. Nightcat has joined in for reasons beyond myself, flashing over the wall, into the roots, double slow plans from the E, doesn't get the head pulverized after the head button, has to use the heal. It is a clown car. Guri will make it out alive after getting 3 kills in the enemy jungle.
Yeah. I mean, that's also like, well, I wouldn't say, like, half of Zyra mechanics is just not dying, you know, like not getting caught out, but like, that is one thing that's important, and it like makes a difference between a, you know, good and great, to use the classic saying, Zyra, is knowing which plants to spawn when.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the time, you'd always love to use your E plants, but they just can't find value most of the time. Yeah.
Solo kill does not get to play again.
Pantheon is
he's not got tower aggro. You know, they can re-dive here, maybe. They actually might be able to re-dive. Don't be immediately has to leave. NIP! Pantheon ulted bot side, recalled, teleporting back it. The double globals. Oh my god, he doesn't respect this. Kratos might actually die to this now. He only has the Sheen. Alright, how much damage can DMB do? Uses the empowered W. Has the empowered Q coming up next. Good cage. Guri's coming down. This is not bad damage. The Karthus being charged up. Flash out of the Q. Kratos lives. And Nightcat, he's being slowed down. Getting slowed down by the plants. Again, those E plants, so annoying. Karthi getting damaged by leaves. Xiaolong's up here. Oh my god, he's gonna get the solo kill onto the Scion. Be traded. Poppy will kill it back. 1 for 1 there. But leave. Well, sorry, NIP don't get the kill in terms of the comp. But I think having double poke and then the Karthus to finish it off would have been a really good angle. I would have liked that quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Starting before, use the ultimate, transcends the spirit. The 1v1 coming through. Archiver and lands. And leaves a solo kill. 1v1 and 2x KO. I don't play fighting games. I'm sorry. I played a little bit of Soul Cal 4, but I am not a good fighting game player. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to embarrass myself like that.
Well, Cardi's not dying, guys.
Yeah, he does have a Sunfire. Nika, he does. They could dive with the.
Poppy's here.
Poppy's here. You have
heal.
Scion ult. I don't. He's worst case scenario. I think he just ults out, right? Interrupts a little bit of the combo. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, I think he's
to kill him anyway.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, the Alistar ult used to tank the tower, so the Alistar gets out safe there. Leave. Oh,
yeah.
Leave's in trouble.
Oh my
he used
God.
his ult looking for something. Great ult from Zyra. The burn's on with that. Extra ult is coming through. The E and the Q. Landed Guri with a little bit of help from Style. Takes down Leave again. Leave has been dying on cooldown in mid lane.
I think the problem as well is like you've picked this Karthus, but you need to be able to kill tanks, and AD Kai'Sa doesn't really kill tanks, so you have to go AP, which makes it easier for these tanks to itemize into. I think there's a few problems here with sort of the drafty and IP picked up.
And it's like, the draft, you can forgive the draft if they use their early game rotations well, they played well in lane, and the first Pantheon Karthus ult worked. That didn't work, so it makes it look even worse.
Yeah.
So then the question is, okay, so you didn't win the early game, you haven't used the Pantheon to get huge amount of bloody hell.
Oh my God.
Okay, you're blowing the ult out of Leave. Does it matter? Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Doomby coming in towards the mid lane. They do have the Karthus ult if people get low. Remember that. Naya walking forwards. Oh, Flashwell doesn't get the kill, and the Poppy ult ejects them from the scene of the crime. Spare the blushes. Kratos left in top side, doesn't need grubs. He is a Yorick, has a Triforce, and that's the second turret for them in the game.
Seeing that made me wish that I could see that exact thing, but
oh my
I think
God.
your tweet summed it up. He's either right or lying.
Exactly. You understand now. He is never wrong.
Yeah.
Only correct or lying. God. Because obviously World is in China. Can they?
Yeah.
Can they bring him to the event? I just gotta know.
Yeah, true. They
stop
even have the option of getting the same guy. Oh my lord, that's a lot of damage.
Don't know about that. I mean, Alistar just went face first into a Poppy W and died to Zyra. I don't know what you thought was going to happen there. Over the wall has Hex Flash. I think his ult's just off cooldown. He could use that to force them away from the turret. Doomby is going to find him out. Doesn't spot the Poppy that time. Solo kill does get onto Style in the backline. It's not bad. Guri, how much disengage should you do? Bloody hell, the Zyra burst! Completely one-shots the Karthus! Karthus coming in. Leave has himself into the backline. Kratos, Kati going back onto him though, and I don't think Leave is leaving that baby cage alive. Put into jail, saving a turn for murdering the backline. It is a 2-for-3 fight. I mean, normally the Hurricane build is the better one for, because it just gives you so much AoE damage. But hey, look, at the end of the day, Style's been making it work, and he has been dueling. That's a good ult. Guri does have stopwatch though, and uses it onto the
beautiful
Doomby
stopwatch.
Pantheon, and Doomby is now alone. Alice has been killed. NIP are finding out what it means to be a dive comp into Zyra and Poppy and double beefy solo laners.
Yeah. I mean, the only way it could ever work is like, okay, Doinby does that, but then solo kills ready for when the Zhonya's ends. But even then, there's just so many plants down, and like, you kill Zyra, congrats, you've got so much more to deal with. Leave. Oh. Style, but yeah,
Leave. I mean, Kratos, just one more bunker. The hammer should do it. Flash over, flash follow, and Bess has died on the other side too. and that's a getaway car and nothing else, my friend. Close in this game. Vikings are slaughtering them in the fights. Nightcat's coming up. Doomby is alive. He could walk up and provide some threat. They're not in range for a steal though. Vikings, they might give up. They might give up Kati here. Maybe. Even then, that's arguable. Wall stun. Nio is low HP. Karthus under a lot of threats. Some damage coming through. Doomby getting something through here. Now does have ult, which would finish off. Sulong trying to get out of the fight. Channeling the ult. Can they kill the Poppy? No, they can't. It's cancelled. Nio can't even get the last rights. And Vikings will make it out with an Atacant and another 3 kills. They started falling behind in the way that they did. He's behind 3,000 gold. Even if that was an Eclipse, even if that was what have you, it wouldn't matter one bit. Vikings get themselves a Hextech Dragon off of this too. Awesome game from the Vietnamese team so far.
Everything in German just seems so passionate.
I have to say, a lot of people assume that the Austrian accent is the German accent, and that's the one which is a lot more abrasive and angry. Yeah, Österreich. But actually, German accent is actually very calm and peaceful. Jason then go poke build on the Kai'Sa. Yes, it would leave the Karthus not as soul AP. They're ulting on the turret. Yeah, you know we were saying it was unkillable. That means you can do stuff like this. Like it pops the ultimate, and the Alistar is killable. The Alistar is killable. Not nearly as tanky on the other side. Rolling forwards with the Yunara with the Q active. Instant kill there.
Really noticed that.
Yeah.
You know, we're paying a bit more attention towards the protected species here, which of
again,
course are the
they go
hobbits.
forwards. They go forwards.
Yeah.
Who needs a backplate on the armor? Karti slams into leave. Nio, I don't think he's long for this world either. He'll be left as an eye on top of the tower. The Necromancer is dead. Sauron will have to try again. I don't think, well, they'll have to forge another ring in the next game. These rings of power are not exactly working for them now. He's actually living for now. All right, we're still stuck on the prequels to Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Baron's free though. I mean,
Well,
Vikings will easily
the whole
roll towards
game.
that.
That is super cool. But my favorite thing about Lord of the Rings is everyone in New Zealand knows someone that was in Lord of the Rings.
That is,
You know,
makes
even
a
if
lot
they
of
were
sense.
just like
There were
riding a horse or
3,000
something.
people. Doomby's trying to get a kill
Yeah.
onto Guri. He doesn't.
my
He doesn't. He
God.
gets exploded. Guri lives. 14 stacks on the Magi's. Katsi is in a 1v3 on top side. I think he might finally die. It doesn't really feel like it's a fair fight. Oh my God, he takes so long to die. But who cares, really? They're winning on the bot side of the map. They'll take an inhib in mid lane. They'll take an inhib in bot lane. They'll do both of them. NIP. They're down 2 members, and they'll have to be thinking about the next game.
Solokill has ult, so Guri does have to be careful without Zonya's, but I think even if he goes down, it's probably
I'm not
over.
going to lie, I think it's bait. He might kill the Zyra, but he dies for it. I think Guri knew what he was doing there. He gives up the Magi stacks. Who gives a damn? Solo kill's dead for his first kill of the game. Ain't that charitable? Going to 3. Vietnam takes another...
Well, I think Lysandra is a little better, just because I mean, like Akali has a pretty decent time against TF in the side lanes, right? Like, and
Right,
TF
he's doing a pretty good job of abusing the early matchup. And that means you have mid lane push for the first Scuttle. No, does he dash in for this? Gold card onto the Xin Sao. Scuttle secured, I believe, by Guri there.
Yeah, did cost flash though, so the top scuttle. I mean, actually, neither jungler has flash right now. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. Good leap strike. Solokill's got this lane exactly where you wanted as Gragas, though. Here we go.
No, Guri. Okay, so we're going into the early player here. Kanti's teleporting back in. Solo kill, making sure that... I was flash forward for the counter strike. Does he have enough damage? I'm not sure about that. Bot back. Close trade. Flash used for nothing. It's a double to the volley bear. That's a good start for Vikings.
That's right. Any jungler will tell you the game's completely over now because 2 scuttle crabs were picked up.
Jax doesn't have the flash. Naya going backwards. Is there a leap strike? Oh, he used the knock up into the minion.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Naya!
Cool, yeah. What region, you know, like arcane style of a show, what region?
Set up enough characters. But I think the invasion of Ionia would have been really good to see because there's so many cool characters in Ionia. Plus, I'm an Ari fan. Ult up towards top side. Karti does have the gold
really
card loaded in. Leave as a cleanse, and I don't think it will matter one bit. Who do they give kill over to? They'll give it over to the Jax. Kratos takes his first kill of the game.
Nice.
Group started by NIP. Oh, I'm so sorry about GG. Here's NIP socials right now. Yeah, NIP, not the best draft in the last game. Early game, now with a 1,000 gold deficit. Getting a little bit worrying. Style will hop over that. A little bit more damage. You can even open up a curtain call if you get another 4th shot onto him. Solo kill. Could of course cancel it with the ult.
Yeah, what a great start.
Good ball
can
turret.
do
That was nice for Solo kill.
Flash.
Both summoners down. Now you do have the volley barrel if you want to dive, and you can also go for the curtain call afterwards. A little bit of CC, and that should be a dead solo kill. Guri will make it out alive. Splash out to make sure the last turret shot didn't come through. Really clean dive. Not a bad attempt by solo kill. No, the arcane was set after the invasion of Ionia, but I would like them to backtrack to it because I think it would have been a really nice way to set the scene for it. Also, I just think it's a very cool period of time in League lore. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. I think there's stuff like Noxus or like Noxus Freljord as well. Leave, dodging out the W. Leave does have cleanse and flash. Kratos low HP. The Bard ultimate's okay. 4th shot, where's it going? Goes on towards the Varus and he goes down. Kratos is alive and there's no damage left. The Jax will take a kill. Doomby late to the party. Vikings are just faster to the plate.
Join B, and his ultimate not there for Cardi. Ignite is okay. He's just gonna back out. But I mean, LCP, what a fucking what a region.
Should be safe now. Ends up being a flash trade. Now could potentially jump over the wall. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need the flash. Uses the first part of it. Crescent guard using some extra damage. Good kill there. E landing from Doomby and has the perfect execution. 1 for 1. 2 for 1 total in the top side.
Vikings, as in
it works against everything but Bard. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Dive potential up here. Doomby doesn't have ult. Gold card
I
used.
think this
Guri's
is good
here.
for us. Guri has his ult.
Good for them. Bard gets himself.
Oh, get it! Oh.
They've reset the. They have reset the aggro for them though. Doomby, can he get out of range? A little bit of damage from the tower, and it'll be 2 kills under the top turret. It was too far from NIP, and yeah, you're right. With a K. Yeah, I can work with that, Steven.
Ooh.
I can work with that. We'll see how many Halo. Well, I mean, maybe I'll spare you the Halo references for now. But hey, I mean, I've got plenty of them backed up. Potential dive on the side lane. Not getting Derby down here. A lot of defending members. Again, NIP just a little bit slow to this. Sky Splitter used for a bit of wave clear. We'll be able to clear out most of the wave here. Teleport to the other side of the map. 3 grubs for NIP means that they push towers, which is really scary. Oh, and he is going for the flicker blaze blow. He's not going to want the ice bomb. He does want max cooldown. Oh, that is a wonderful Bard ult. The Doinby Akali ult, he doesn't help him much either. He'll ult out to safety. Does it matter? Guri still has ult. They can dive the turret. I think Doinby's just dead to rights. Do they have the ability to get him while he's invisible? No. The W comes back up. TF doesn't have ult to reveal him. Nio now comes down and thinks maybe he can take a bit of bite out of this too. What's the cooldown on the Counter-Strike left? It's coming out now. Fire Assault flashing forward. There'll be a kill back. Maybe the magical journey is wonderful. Guri, stun afterwards. Akali E missing. Leave. Going on a one-man dive beyond the tower. He's still going into 3 people. How much work can he do as the flanking Varus picks up another kill, or at least the first one of that play. Damn time you want to use it to reveal the Akali.
Yeah. I think he used it to go top as the play starts. There's a Scry's Bloom. They're not going to use it. They see it with the blue trinket, but yeah, there's no way in.
Herald with 3 grubs makes it a bit rough to trade evenly.
Pick up the second tower. Doinby will answer it though.
Yeah, the 3 grubs helping him. Because Akali's normally not great at killing towers. Grubs makes her actually into a side lane.
Sold that Black Cleaver is the greatest item in this game. Just by virtue of like most of their damage. In fact, pretty much all of it being nice. Oh no.
Nio gets the kill. Gets the knock up onto Style. Cleanses out there. Good driving from Nio. Good response saying, okay, can't hit the tower, but I can hit you. Damn, he's driving that like a warthog. Gets the tower kill, so it recharges this again. Hang on a second. I was wondering if he was going to drive past it and try and interrupt Style again. That would have been so big brain, actually. Does get the tower charge into the tower, though. Now, it does have flash and ult. I think this is quite worrying for Vikings, actually. Good damage onto the tower. Handshake comes in. Ult coming through from Guri. Gets this. Oh my god, the Renata ult is disgusting. 4th shot onto his teammate Style. Not going to get the kill there. Vikings do protect their turrets. Be a champion again. Gold card charged up in the brush. Like, going to get that. Ooh, just about missing out on the handshake, but solo kill does not miss that. And that's a great Varus ult. Karti does manage to get out, has Merc Treads of his own, which means he's a lot more safe. However, no one dies. And of course, the dragon does go over to Vikings. Is there any continuation in this play? I don't think so. At the end of the day, hang on, they might even look for a fight themselves now.
No, Guri's passionate.
Coming in with the Jax as well for the Counter-Strike. Doomby, does he land the E? No, I think it ended up missing, or even going onto the Grom. Good damage onto Nio. Doesn't have the Crescent Guard anymore, but just about makes it out. The bailout is ticked over to, and Nio doesn't have the funds to keep his company afloat.
Oh my goodness, man. These fights are so insane. Style just sitting there waiting for this ult. Well,
I was wondering whether he went in to try and get... I don't know whether he thought he would die if he didn't get a Sundered Sky proc. Solo kill. I mean,
what a bait.
This is... You don't survive against this kind of duo like this. The cast comes through. I don't think it's going to change that much. Solo kill taken out by Karti and Guri.
Doesn't have sums, but can just come up and drop that curtain call. There's nothing that can interrupt him. Great Tempered Fate to buy time. Too long, having to be very careful. He is dead.
Follow through. So that's a dead Bard. You don't have that big disruption now. Teleporting in, Cardi getting a gold card, and maybe Guri can do a little bit more. That cooldown on the volley bat, pretty nice. Not that tanky, and he'll go down, I think, to the ensemble CC. NIP will get themselves the Atacama with no smite on the other side. Get themselves the kill.
And harder. Bunch of XP, bunch of stats, and you're really trying to blow people up with this CC lockdown.
But just having the Akali and the Shinzao being able to just kind of walk up a little bit more brazenly and tank CC is kind of huge. Pick on towards...
gonna have to ult out.
Yeah, and the problem with this build, without going for the Iceborne, is that you do struggle a little bit for some tanking. It's not too bad, though. Flashes out. Could be worse. But then they get the catch on to Sulong. He's had a great game on the board. Kratos, can he get the Counter-Strike they need? Goes golden to Zumbi. Still gets the CC into the backline. Not a great Renata ult. Nio on the back. Can he get back into the play? Yes, he can. Gold card loaded up. But the Merc Treads are not going to really let that have much value. Guri getting some extra healing, but he doesn't have the flash or the ult this time, and Nio finally gets his chance to go in and do a bit of work. Guri stands to fight, so the
no one can walk up, no one can walk up. Yes!
It's a massive amount of damage for Vikings. The Jin does damage, Vestin! You lied to me! The champion does damage!
Oh my god. Niket in the middle of that team fight as well.
Oh my god. It probably actually, you know, looking back at it again, that's actually not that much Jin damage, but I'd like the call in the moment.
No, that's fine. Sometimes we gotta cope about the Jin pick. I understand. Oh my god, what a chunk of damage. Chain of Corruption goes completely wide.
Kratos. Kati's popped the ult, makes Durnby go visible. Guri's taking a lot of damage, but again, that second W gives him a lot more HP if he gets a chance to activate it. This is a close game, mate. This is really close. Within 2,000 gold.
It is.
Just a little bit off. I do worry a little bit for NIP. Baron started by them. Kati has his ult back up.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, Kratos is coming over. Doesn't have flash for the fight. It's a pretty nasty, you know, Jack's angle if he can get into the backline. Guri gets the W down. Oh, bottle to stop the Baron.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Do they do anything off of this? It's just a delaying right now. Holding the fourth shot. Oh, Guri.
Guri is just dead.
What has he done? Oh, that is disaster. Kati goes down too. That might just... Okay.
Oh, no.
Did we handily due to inclement weather? The network is kind of going crazy. Well, I guess they can't do anything about it, folks. We're back into live. It sucks. Vikings will lose the Baron. They lose 2 off of that. They're not dead. Where was our green god?
He could have mercy on the Vikings for that, you know.
Oh, Bardo onto the Varus. He has cleanse and flash. I don't really know if you can force onto that. There wasn't really that much follow-up. Cask is not great either. Some decent poke coming out from the Varus. So, yes, he is the on-hit value, Varus, but he does have some decent base damage. Oh, that's a good Renato over the wall. Hits 3 of them. Oh my god, Sarda's 4th shot is barred in the face!
Oh no.
Jin finally does damage, and it's to his own goddamn support. He gives him the extra attack speed from the takeover, and it puts so much extra damage into it. 3 dead now, I believe. Another one joins them. Kratos comes in to kill the Akali, but I don't think he can save the game. Vikings, this will be a controversial result to many, I am sure. NIP will win the 3rd game after the Baron, and the pause which was there cancelled away. Kratos can't even see the falling of his own Nexus. NIP will win this series 2-1.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, it's always going to be unfortunate, but I think, like...
Good at kind of hyper-carrying, I suppose, in the current meta than Yunara, who has a bit more ability to jump forwards and be aggressive. Zaya can actually, you know, ult the Viol, which is important.
All the Rex Viol.
Sorry to hear that.
Got hit by a smooth patch notes history. They could end him. They could end him.
That's very clever, Sam. Break the lane dominance of Showmaker. I think the damage has already been somewhat done. Xiaohu, if he clears out this wave, might get a good first back. Showmaker might also kill Xiaohu, though.
Oh, there's the change. Second set of change. Flash. Oh, nearly. He's going to go for the solo and gets it.
He gets himself the solo kill. He will be dead. Lucid is importantly saved.
Right, and I think there's something to that. You can clearly see the broadcast having a lot of fun with it as well, which is always good fun. Namely by the fact we've got God Guo in it.
Yeah, God Guo. Love that guy. Don't know what I'd do without him, Sam. The cricket's great. Blake's doing well in this matchup so far. Does have the level 6 that can follow through. Flashes to flash over. Can't quite do so. He flashed out of that. Could have been out. Getting stuck on songs is...
Yeah, it's genuine. I've earwormed off a song I don't remember.
Much easier to do when you spend like a month of casting time.
Very true.
Showmaker trying to join up with Lucid. Tian and Chris will walk down towards him, make sure they're not pinned.
Goes forward with the Ethereal Chains, has the Sigil of Malice coming on down as well, which is a great ability name, by the way. I do like that.
It used to be the Sigil of Silence, of course, until the silence was removed in Season 5, I want to say. It was that you were silenced for about a second and a half.
I will say, as a game
smoldering silently underneath the ground.
Grrr.
Jen's down on the bot side. Shu does have flash, does have ult. You can go unstoppable with the ult. What does he choose to do? That's a melee range Q, which is cancelled out. Shu, who's taken aggro. Is anyone just yet? That's a lot of damage. Uses the repudiation, flashes out. Light does have the ult to follow, doesn't need to. No flashes used by Weibo to get the kill.
Lucid has to flash out from the tower at the other side as Xiaohu turns up and threatens with the shockwave.
I'm so sorry. Went for that dive, so what tools do we have? Go on. So I'm doing both now. So the implications that players actually leads over the bot side.
What did you think I was about to do after talking about that?
Because it was for jungle rag side. Yeah. Well, that was way before top lane Rek'Sai.
It was.
Root onto Shiwu, doesn't have flash or ult, which means the CC chain lands.
They get a fair amount of damage down. Light will the Cathian Rain.
Showmaker's a player which I was seeing getting memed on, saying, wow, I'm comparing you to Showmaker, and that's a bad thing. And it felt really weird seeing, god damn, it's close to killing Shiwu.
Whoa! Repudiation
really
shield was important. Over they go with the Void Assault. Gonna look for the angle on in. Nice flash to make sure that the Q still lands. Flash away from aiming. The Wild Growth comes on through. Is it enough to keep aiming in one piece? It will be, because unfortunately for Breed, the flash will not allow him to get in close range enough to get the Q heal.
And that's the value of Lulu.
While bot side, she was forced to back away, and Light will be getting that first turret as well. Nicely done, at the very least, on the other side to get some value there. But for aiming and barrel, Summoner's blown, Ultimate's blown. But in the end, Survival was found. Aiming does need to be a little wary of that Umbo, but Lucid now coming on over. Wait, Breathe can get really angry and go underground, beginning to heal a bit. There's a Cataclysm, the Umbaro means nothing. The turret falls. Lucid has dropped aggro.
Clearly, he was not angry enough.
Yeah, he just needs to be more angry.
Also fair and having playmaking opportunities.
I think Showmaker could potentially be quite scary on a side lane. There's the attempted escape with the distortion and a mimic version of it, but well played by Crisp, who reads it spot on and gets the kill on the show.
LeBlanc in the side lane. Crisp manages to do it. They'll go towards the Herald after it. Another route on the barrel, actually. Crisp getting some good value here.
Indeed, that's some good Nico play. Crisp has been a fairly solid Nico player, has to be said. Xiaohu looking for an angle, but there's the Cataclysm going on through. The flag and drag is just wide and loose.
Oh, no!
Xiao, boy, that one wasn't fantastic. And now aiming will pull the feathers back, but it's kind of just a bit of flair and not a lot of fury. A little polymorph comes on through. Briefly try for Crisp. Oh, no, aiming gets it with a last bit of proc from someone. I think it's from the help picks is what actually does it. That was what the particle in the air looked like it was going to do, as aiming continues to take aim and fire forwards, flash on forwards for the Dragon Strike.
It's a miss.
3 of those out.
I mean, how many people have been killed all in all? Is that 3 for 2 total?
Yes.
Showmaker died.
Oh. I don't know where he was trying to flash, but he kind of flashed in place, by the way, which was slightly unfortunate. Started the game by getting a cool solo kill onto Xiao, who has now done some unfortunate flash mechanics.
That is a word for it. That is a word. He's going to say it's Ming the Merciless. Flash. Gordon's alive.
Yeah.
And you know,
which would have been great for me.
So, however, okay, worth noting, top tier reference, great. Problem with that, no one knows what Flash Gordon is anymore besides the Queen song.
But I think if I just got a cast was willing to go Flash, it would have worked.
Dunk into the mid lane. Lucid going in, going out, Light following him.
Instinct is wonderful. Lucid gets Wild Growth, stays alive for a second or two. The Cathian Rain continues to fly, but there's a feather pull, and Birds of a Feather will slay Kai'Sa together. Nice pick up there, but overcomes Breed. Flash knock up with the Burrow. Aiming goes to the sky, but unfortunately will come down like a wounded ox, not a bird. They're trying to get some more damage. This is just the Kai'Sa, no! Rek'Sai, that's the name of the champion, my god, it's been a little while. We'll still manage to get a double kill there under the turret. Gets turned into a little kitty cat, courtesy of the polymorph. She was trying to trade out under the turret. Someone misses the command attack! But it doesn't matter, as Crisp gets the kill.
Luckily, Crisp has been very on point with his roots instead today. Weibo have taken an awesome fight there. He's currently 2-1-3, and actually full stack Magi, Rod of Ages and Horizon Focus. He's doing pretty well in terms of gold value down this game. Another init turret killed. She will ulting away from under tower.
Does get a perfect execution on down, but here comes the cease and desist. The shockwave after onto 2, barrel a little bit low, the pop blossom after, and it's a brutalization from Weibo Gaming. What a nice wombo.
Yeah, DK just getting destroyed by Weibo as they look for aggressive angles. The shockwave finds 2 this time. Breathe will teleport into mid lane to save that turret potentially too. The Titanic Hydra does give some wave clear to aiming, trying to take it down before the wave clear comes through. Does the inhibitor turret fall in the bot lane too? I didn't actually see that. I believe it does. In a turret finally taken by aiming.
I was second-guessing myself, and I was right. Anyway, Rek'Sai ability names are completely fine. I want to go double-check, guys. It's been a little while since I've had to cast a lot of Rek'Sai. It's been kind of off and on in the LPL, and Breathe has become a complete menace here.
He followed through the ults.
Follow through onto Showmaker, who doesn't escape with the blast code. Ethereal Chains might just be enough to get Showmaker out to safety.
Tagged him with the Q, man, he could follow with the ult, couldn't quite get. Now we see if Weibo can make it work around the Atacant. Late contest from Weibo, will they be here in time?
Lucid's got flash, got flag and drag, can look to get in here, but not going to be given the opportunity. The route is long enough to prevent him from getting in. And that means that Atakan is secured by the side of Weibo Gaming. She'll be looking for a flank angle, as is Showmaker. They want to get a kill here, as the Vault Breaker was charged up and not followed through on aiming. Looking for an angle on the other side. They are corralling this. They want this fight.
TN charging the Q. Shockwave catches one in the back. Lucid goes forward, aiming, starting to put the feathers in.
Unfortunately for Shiwu, he goes down, and Divide follows with the cease and desist. Goes on down. Showmaker in the backside. Doesn't kill a Breathe. Light goes back in with a killer instinct. Begins to make the Cathian Rain come on down, and it is full of pain and fury. Beryl trying to put his way away. A little bit of wind frenzy in the face of a very angry policewoman. Vault Breaker comes on down, looking to get in range for a little bit more damage. The Glitter Lance slows too. Reset from Light, who decides, yeah, I'm not following this one, as Beryl continues on his hackety sacks,
Flying through.
The one person who was not in the Cataclysm was in fact Light, who then got to play at the back end of that fight very cleanly. Levels higher than the Ambessa, by the way.
That helps because the Atacon, of course, but damn, he's been doing well at that, hasn't he?
Yes, Lucid, maybe a little less Lucid shortly as he gets hit by a really large mining glove. Turns out that hurts quite a lot, and goodbye, Jarvan. Aiming does get a decent feather ball. Out comes the public execution, and TM will likely die. Oh, nice flash on Burrow. Killer Instinct, Pot Blossom, every button press, and Weibo will combo down DK. They're playing 2xKO over here.
Crisp is having my
first day of LEC casting ever.
Oh, yeah, the perfect game.
I managed to absolutely curse Wonder Forever. The Shockwave was solid. The Wild Growth keeps people alive for a second, but the shield's back, come on through, and now the Killer Instinct, and they need to run away. DK are just out of damage. Void Assault forwards, and that will be a very dead Beryl, maybe not quite with the redemption. Aiming, however, is the next port of call. A Vault Breaker away, deciding a little bit too dangerous to dive the tier 2.
Every time DK look for a little bit of damage, Weibo just slap them with the big ultimates. They are so much better equipped to deal with the big grouped up team fights. Weibo now almost 10,000 gold ahead as Down One are getting kind of smashed. Baron will go over, and Weibo get a clean control of this game.
And I remember we were saying, look, not sure how easy it's going to be to deal with Aiming this game with the Lulu behind him, with all of the dive into Azaya can be tricky, and then we did.
That was a big thing about the Gen.G team, the super team of 2023. Whenever Ruler was in trouble, he'd go into like Azonya's on the Kai'Sa or Xayah ultimate, and then the Nico ult would come in, and then something like the Shockwave would come in, or whatever they had available to them. That's the kind of gameplay I'm expecting. Is to introduce God Guo, the cricket predictor, to the world. Everything else is completely decorative. We respect, love, and adore our green god, the cricket Guo.
Indeed. Oh, in comes the Cataclysm, but Light just doesn't care currently. She will ult onto Light, who has only now lost half his HP, to say, Shu, you don't win this. I will blast you with my Q, and does, aiming down at half HP. Void Seeker lands on Lucid, which allows a Killer Instinct! And the Acanthian Rain disintegrates what remains of Lucid. Stopwatch from Chris prevents the kill from Showmaker, who gets shockwaved, and then the Wild Growth will not be enough to keep them alive. And Dplus KIA are about to get blown into the next game, and we'll need to reset after this one.
Weibo have been so consistently good at finding the slapback in the fights. Breathal tunnel forwards, 4.5 thousand gold ahead of Shiwu. You might die on the Nexus, but I think he doesn't really care too much. Nexus exposed. Dplus KIA destroyed by Weibo in game 1.
Weibo were flatlined by Gen.G, bounce back and get a solid game 1 victory versus Dplus.
Needs to be wary rather of the miasma coming out from Showmaker. Not a bad comp from DK. You've got some decent lane matchups for them to make it really work. But I have to say, I haven't seen consistent success from the Cassiopeia over the Rise.
I was chatting to a couple mid laners, so Errol was in chat the other day.
Oh, cool.
And he was saying, look, it's good for the 1v1, but the moment it becomes a 2v2, it's harder. Nice little angle from Breathe is on the Cassante. Gets some Tougher Strike part 1. Part 2 coming up shortly. The cripple will force the flash because the slow would have been dangerous.
Okay. No damage onto Breathe. Does Showmaker get himself any poke across it? He started with the E, interestingly, not the Q. Sometimes you do. Actually, I'm not sure.
Across as well. That Noxious Blast can't find it onto Sharon. They just have to give it up. It's solid pathing right now from Lucid, though it hasn't led to a massive camp advantages yet. Nice little look in there.
Flash out from Aiming. So he's actually a level up on Lucid. How the heck did that happen?
Skull Crab, I think.
There you go. That one helps. So Tien, a little bit up in XP, does have the smite. Doesn't get it.
Doesn't. That puts Lucid back at level 4 now. Tien in danger. Needs to be able to get out of this. Well, got the flash. Maybe has to burn it. The miasma's available. Gets the shield from the safeguard. The Iron Will. He's just dead. There's no way to go. Doesn't want to blow the flash.
He's just dead. Loses the smite fight. The level 4 comes through. The extra stats help. And Showmaker was there first. Great team plan from Dplus to get ahead of Tien here. Now Tien, first death of the game in the Lee Sin. You really hate to see that. And Lucid managing to get one better on Tien.
For all of us EU fans, that means something. Xiaohu's now making a roam down towards the bot side, though. Aiming and Beryl are not going to be threatened there, as he just stops and recalls in the tri-brush instead.
He has a teleport. The thing is, though, if he doesn't recall now, he'll lose most of his wave mid.
Yeah.
I think hang on, I say that. He will be losing away for Aiming doesn't have flash, though. Combo onto him.
There's the Pulverize coming on in. The knockup's flying. Crisp desperately low for it, though. Lucid now here. This gets interesting. Beryl does get to battle dance out to safety. Flash over the wall from Light. Who doesn't quite get it? The whip becomes landing just shy to lend a bigger 2 for 1.
Oh, so close. Lucid makes it down all out, and topside who hits the level 6 first.
Breathe looking to get another pullback here. Shu in danger, wants to be aware of that potential angle for the Untopo Strikes Part 3. Does get it, but
Some of them are fantastic, right? I guess I'm obligated to say all of them are fantastic. They're great players, these LPL players. But as a team, I think DK... Oh, hang on a second, Q-Lines.
As a team, they're going to get a kill onto Beryl, apparently. Yeah, you're about to glaze the LCK in front of my stream. Okay, they do actually just kill Tien after.
It is a 1-for-1. It is actually jungle for sport.
As Lucid is now on the Dragon. Breathe is coming over. This would strictly be a 1 versus 3. This is bold. He's now making that a 1 versus 4. Over comes Crisp and Xiao. We've got a fight on our hands. As Breathe just walks in menacingly and helps him get a kill.
He didn't even have all out. He's flashing over. Showmaker might go to flash to you all out.
There we go. Has he got a miasma to work with? We'll try and get the petrifying gaze, but it's well managed by Breathe. He's going to force the flash out of Showmaker. Beryl now body blocking Crisp, getting more slows. Won't look for another part of the Untofo strikes.
Hang on, we're looking.
Why have we got the other side?
Alistair's going around the other side. Light's being dove up here. Does have the barrier, but Shu has the damage.
He does not quite well on the last auto. Showmaker doing his best. A double pulverized knockup. They get a kill for Tien. That's nice value. Beryl with the grand entrance will get the knockup, trying to battle dance away. Lucid is here. It's a 3v4 between 2 turrets. What is going on? I refuse to believe this is a real professional game in an international tournament.
It's a shooting gallery for aiming, who keeps hitting Q, stacking up the Conqueror. Beryl goes down again. The fight intensifies.
Untofo strikes a wild. Tien's got a double. Now aiming's in danger. Has to arcane shift away, and Weibo Gaming come out tops.
We have 10 kills in 8 minutes.
Who's now 1,000 gold up because he's 2-0-4. And Tien, after a slightly difficult early start to the game, is now 3-2-1.
Yeah, Tien gave him a 2-kill lead just, to hang on a second.
He just hops forward. Tien! They're going to have to flash away, but there's a potential to just drag and rage him into someone's wall. Trying to get the kill. There's the Q. Resonating strike brings down the edge. Showmaker now roaming Crisp behind him. How aggressively do they want to play this?
Beryl tries to body block, but the Rakan just becomes a cudgel to beat him over the head with. God Glow is on both teams, so therefore it was a 4v5. Xiao, who has the... Hang on, he's got the Realm Warp, can go down towards bot side. Showmaker doesn't have flash.
Looks to
the
make
step
sure
back!
Oh, that's a wonderful step back. Headbutted into the wall, pulverized. Overloads come flying on through, and Rise ensures that the audio is EQ'd perfectly.
Xiao, who turns kick up, ward hop forward, aiming still had no flash, and he just kicks him in the face!
Very lovely. Back to live we go. Tien now is, by the way, 5-2.
Did you know that Tien was 2019 Finals MVP for winning the tournament final 2019 Worlds? This is a great play for Weibo. They got the numbers in advantage.
Goes jumping on forwards. Lucid will throw down the Crescent Guard, but I don't know what it's guarding aside from a minor moment in time. TP behind. Aiming needs to find his value. Beryl throw down the quickness. They have killed off the Corki. That's
Breathe.
not bad. Xiao has got to get over the wall. Does pick the timing for the flash pretty good. EQs continue to fly. Overloads and spell fluxes are good, but now people are in a weird location. Aiming has not got flash. Does have barrier. Showmaker getting through a fair number of twin fights. Hang on, they've got a bush bait.
Good turnaround there from DK. They were the ones that brought the numbers there. I don't think this is a bush spray. I think it will just dissolve here. Tien doesn't have that much HP. He needs to heal off of the blue buff. Dragon is getting started. DK, good fight back from there.
Xiao, who does have teleport, is quite low, is instead going topside, so I think they are just giving this up. Saw 2 members sticky in the bush, and then you could see Weibo's calling it off as we were talking about it. As you were rightly saying, Tien just needed a bit more HP to work with.
Light got charmed. He tried to dash into the Crescent. Breathe.
Breathe.
Aiming. I mean, I mean, he can maybe ult someone over the wall.
He's got a redemption on top of his head, so aiming just gets the kill.
That was massive hopium. He can't ult someone over the wall. Instead, he just walks up and dies. And now, folks, it's 13 minutes again. And, we have 15 kills. We're still over the kill-a-minute margin.
Wait, is it the next one up? Challenger number 3, Tien of the 1v4.
Lights coming down.
Going for the TikTok reel. Lucid starts getting the knock-up for the 3 talent strike. And Challenger number 3 falls. Light now in the 1v4. Looking to get to value. Xiao's turned up, but it's not an even 1v4 anymore. That's very unfair to Dplus KIA. And instead, Lucid is looking very discombobulated. Shiwu will try and execute to the turret, and Crisp is going, get over here. Eat the horns.
Crisp deserves that. He's had a great series so far. Massively well. Xiao, middling, probably. I wouldn't say was the main problem with Weibo. He definitely wasn't the solution on the other side. Xiao, who now is doing fantastic work, aiming walking forwards towards Tien. Beryl, he's actually in a little bit of threat here, you know.
There's the Conqueror stack. That means actually I wonder whether Tien could just take this, because he's got the Conqueror stacked already. He's going to force at least an ult there.
Nice, Crisp comboed up with him. The Alistair. Even if there's no other good item, I will still not pick Everfrost.
I seem to recall you saying that Everfrost was good if you played towards it.
Fake news. Beryl's getting started by DK. It'll be finished off here.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. So I think it would be fake news, because wasn't he the guy you said was quite good at the Everfrost Ari, Alex? Was another hang on.
Ooh, stops the recall. Lucid does have flash.
Mind's telling no, but his body is telling him, yeah, I'm gonna try and get the kick into the wall. That's okay, but then the grand entrance comes on through. Redemption's flying everywhere you can. Look, Lucid again is looking a little bit concussed here. We'll try and dash around with an audacious charge, but unfortunately for him, Tien is significantly more audacious by virtue of being blind and still beating your
consistently inconsistent.
Now we've now gotten to the inconsistent part. The moment we thought they were bad, they've become good, which now means because we believe in them, they are about to in pretty short order. Xiaohu might be doing a bit of that really soon.
Beryl decided to become very fast and pops the quickness.
Was he? Because he got slowed down by the room press. Miserable. Yeah, now bot side looking to get on top of
Xiaohu. He can actually kill this. This is a 2-item Lee Sin, by the way.
In the mid lane, though, that means the Lee Sin with all of that gold is not there. They're going to look for the engage. The Petrifying Gaze hits absolutely no one. And Showmaker now realized he might be turning into Snake Blood Wine. Out comes the Crescent Guard, trying to get some value on him. The CC everywhere you can. Look, and Weibo are the merchants of it. Aiming tries to hop on forward, looking for something. Can't kill Light, who flashes on out. And Weibo win everywhere you can. Look, Tien's still chasing this Rumble.
Tien hopping over. Xiaohu has no flash now. He gets kicked back into the team.
Gets some value onto him. There's the Pulverize afterwards, alongside a headbutt, and they will ensure that Xiaohu can find nobody on his way to the mid lane.
DK just line up into the spell flux of Xiaohu. They try and take a fight as Tien is bot side, knowing that the Lee Sin isn't there, but they flub the engage. Xiaohu gets the spell flux. That will get them the dragon, a ton of gold. I think they get the mid lane outer turret too. So all the hard work which DK did in the setup for this dragon, getting the outer turret of Weibo and managing to set up in advance, it's just been completely ripped out of the hands. This is a 7, very much the same in that kind of levels. Atacon's been started, Atacon flip available.
I can smell the burgers. We are flipping, but I feel like Weibo Gaming may have done a decent job of going to a good restaurant here. Food service is excellent, and they come away with an Atacon burger. Lovely! And they'll pick up an appetizer on top of it. All is Xiaohu. Can they find the rest of the damn feast? DK on the retreat. Dplus KIA must find a way out of this, but they end up losing.
That's why Chris went in on the timing which he did. He didn't want to give Lucid away into the Atacon kind of area. Yeah. Breathe is really looking quite scary now at 2 items. About to get the Muramana from Light. He's been stacking up for a little while. And god damn, this Rise is 5-0-10. Xiaohu is turning back time here.
He's doing some brutal work. And this Cassiopeia stuck down 40 CS, because one of the issues with Cassiopeia is you don't side lane very well.
To 11 right now. Xiaohu is currently 3 levels up because the Rod of Age is coming through. Chris popping the cleanse aggressively in front of them, unlocking his next thing from the spellbook. Inner turret gone. The gold lead will go over the 9,000 barrier, I think, with that.
Cleanse myself of your presence. Be gone from this place.
Is that a quote, or is that just imposing?
Okay. That it's an initialized quote.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind, Sam.
There you go.
I won. I might do. I won. I could. I won. Smashed. NIP won, but really should they have? And now Weibo are genuinely smashing down one. There's a lot of people heading up towards Breeze. Xiaohu could teleport up. I think he might just be dead on the miasma.
Flash away. Pathmaker for the tank. He doesn't get out. Okay, now a potential turnaround as Crisp comes on forward. Headbutts away Lucid. That was going to get knocked up nonetheless, though, by the Grand Entrance. Throws down his ultimate. Begins to run away. Heal as well. Overcomes Light. Crisp is actually quite damn tanky. Flashes away from the quickness. Barrel's gone quite deep. Ends up being a little bit messy there from Weibo, but no one importantly dies. Hang on, Root Prison, though, is going to make things tricky as Tien gets it. Doesn't quite get the kill, but Rakan becomes wings. Not sure what sauce they're frying him in, but I'm sure it's damn tasty. Realm Warp comes on forward. The Room Prison again. Do not pass go. Do not pick 300 gold. He's recalling, getting out of there. He doesn't want to take the fight. Aiming, looking to land.
Lucid.
And then turn around with the Petrifying Gaze. Lucid trying to get onto Xiaohu, who goes golden. Crisp now looking for a headbutt. Pulverize gets it. Aiming, still free firing, but not really finding much value outside of a kill on Crisp.
She was spotted in the tri-burst there. Light, does he have a flash and a barrier? He does. Can he use either of them to escape? A lot of damage. Almost takes down Aiming. Takes down his enemy AD carry.
She was gone afterwards as Tien will ensure that the resonating strike breaks the mech apart.
Weibo have been such good team fighters and skirmishers. Walk up into River where he died. But besides that, he's been really, really clean. Hard to choose an MVP from this. Xiaohu's been great. Light's been great. I think Crest was an awesome. One more coming through. Might see another fight coming through.
Who's coming from the realm? It's the Rise, who's going to make sure that everyone else starts sinking. Grand Entrance comes on through. Beryl will put down a quickness. But again, we've said you're a little bit outdated. Your motor's slow.
Shimu did a flank teleport, and it was seen completely. So now he is completely behind enemy line. Bloody hell, Xiaohu. Yeah, he is currently 4,000 gold ahead of the Cassiopeia. That's a pretty penny he is ahead.
he does quite a lot of damage. There we go. He's just going to yell,
I'm just saying, like, this matchup has a certain amount of animosity, not animosity, but rivalry in it too. Remember, folks, this is the team, Weibo, that knocked out DK from Worlds 2024 last year. Equalizer coming through.
The most value, Baron secured, and now the rest of Dplus KIA maybe turning into a D-. And I don't think that's a passing grade, guys. Xiaohu has not got a flash. He's just going to clear out that ward.
Damn, that's actually really good. I can't even complain. Tien, get a little damage onto him from aiming, but aiming, he's just too far behind the curve. He hasn't reached his third item yet, going towards the Shojin. Doesn't have it just yet, whereas Light is very comfortably ahead of him.
Still running away.
Shiwu is still retreating from...
It's Rumble, not Rambo. Wrong name.
Well, he's not going to be in this jungle fight as they go into it. Tien dodges back on it.
Beautiful. The blind monk stares not into Medusa's face. Name him Perseus. As the snake, the myth is decapitated. Grand entrance comes on through, but unfortunately they're not allowed to stay very long. Shiwu's hex-gated over. He'll get hit by the sonic wave, but they've got to know he's around.
Blindness is no impairment against this smelly enemy, so says Lee Sin. Not really sure what they smell like, but I'm not even going to speculate. Xiaohu walks into Shiwu, goes golden, can aiming pick up the kill.
Yeah, we all know that Huntrix just went platinum, and that means golden goes better. Aiming now in danger himself. The crosshairs on his head, and he gets blown up as well.
The crosshairs on the iron sights have just been going awry this time. Weibo smashed Dplus KIA from out of nowhere.
The moment you stop believing in them, Weibo Gaming bounce right back. The quantum superposition of teams and success. Weibo Gaming dismantle Dplus KIA 2-0, and it ain't even close.
Weibo Gaming consistently inconsistent, rear their heads and beat down the team they knocked out of Worlds previously. Weibo